my kids to grow up like healthy and happy and independent. And we just feel like it's our responsibility to take care of them and to make the right choices until they're old enough, and then they'll make their own choices.
I have a child who's a year and 9 months. His name is Riley, and we're currently raising him vegan. You would be really surprised how many parents come in here that are raising their child either just veg or vegan.
Hello, my name is Michael. I've been vegan for 10 years. My partner and I, Heather, are raising 4 vegan children.
People think sometimes that, oh, you're vegan, you're not making the smart choice for your children. But really, a lot of our choices are smarter than the kids that are going to get the Happy Meals every day.
We opened up this restaurant, one, to get this type of food out to the public.
Opportunity came up and we were just like, let's do it.
When I myself became vegan, and I felt so good during my pregnancy, and then afterwards I was like, automatically I'm going to raise my children vegan. There's no other way.
Most kids today eat 90% of the caloric intake from cheese and butter, dairy products, oil, sugar, and flat white flour. That's 90% of the caloric intake. So the average American is feeding their child a diet style that has to result in them getting cancer when they're adults.
I feel that by raising my children vegan, I'm giving them, they're eating much more vegetables and fruits than their meat-eating counterparts. It's good for their body. It's going to help them more in the long run.
Your diet has to be predominantly healthy food if you expect to be healthy. And both processed foods and animal products do not contain the antioxidant nutrients. In other words, the 4 classifications of foods that are rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals are fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and beans. I do recommend my patients with heart disease become vegans. Not because I'm promoting the vegan lifestyle, it's because I'm promoting they eat a diet to reverse the heart disease.
My definition of being vegan would be absolutely no animal products.
She understands that, like, even with milk, that cow's milk is for baby cows.
We think that, we need milk to get calcium, and milk is so healthy for us. But it's when we look at the data and we look at the science behind it, we see it's not quite that way. We also see the idea that it builds bones, and is really not true either, that people who are on high dairy diets don't have stronger bones. People who are on high vegetable diets have a lot stronger bones.
We're the only mammals that drink other mammals' milk. Like, it doesn't seem natural, you would never see a cow, drinking milk from a dog.
The milk designed by humans for humans, called mother's milk, is perfectly designed, and we see that decreases the rate of breast cancer in the women doing the breastfeeding, and it decreases the rate of breast cancer and prostate cancer in the baby being breastfed.
What should you eat instead of cow's milk?
Soy milk.
Cow's milk and cow's milk products have a heightened degree of respect in the society, which is largely due to a very successful advertising campaign.
I see that my kids are very, very healthy. They never have runny noses, maybe sick once in their life.
And we've now linked the fact that low vegetable intake and low fruit and vegetable intake in general to higher risk of not only birth defects, but higher risk of brain tumors and other cancers in childhood.
Some people believe that meat is the only source of protein, and if you're excluding meat from your diet, then you're not getting the protein that you need.
Protein's easy to find. Calcium is easy to find. Well, how did the cow get the calcium? Or how did the animals that get this big, the gorilla, hippopotamus, rhinoceros, giraffe, elephant, how did they get so big? There's plenty of protein, plenty of calcium in natural plant foods. In oranges, plenty of calcium. Green vegetables are rich in calcium. Beans and nuts and seeds are all rich in calcium.
The main misconception is that vegetarian or vegan children are somehow missing out on fun or coolness.
Yeah, there's just a misconception in general that vegans don't have fun. And vegans don't enjoy their food. They just eat because they have to eat, and it's not pleasurable in any way.
My son eats anything. I mean, it's the same things other kids eat, just veganized.
I don't eat animals, and animals are my friends.
When my son finally starts going to school, that's something I fear. I fear him being ostracized. I fear the whole cupcake for the birthday scenario.
I'm really trying to be vegan, but it's really hard.
Why is it hard?
Because every time I have a party, at least boys want it. It's not vegan.
You want the things they have?
Like the pretty cookies and the cupcakes?
Yeah.
You don't want her to know that it's natural to want to try things or to be curious. And then I tell her, was there something that you really wanted to eat? And then she'll say, oh, they had a donut. So I'll try to hunt down a vegan donut.
They do have like a party to celebrate some kind of holiday. We find out what they have in the menu. And Michael's a really, really good cook, so usually like the stuff that he brings in is usually pretty much more popular than the other stuff.
I think ethically it's the best choice you can make. It's better for the environment. It's better for the animals. It's more conducive to a healthier lifestyle.
I think even if she doesn't stay vegan later in her life, if she chooses not to be, she'll still be a compassionate person because of her, experience as a vegan.
At the end of the day, I know I can sleep peacefully knowing that I'm doing my best and putting as much energy and time and thought into raising my kids.
I hope kids who are being raised vegan are proud. And once my son realizes that he's vegan, because he's not old enough yet, I hope he realizes, wow, that's so cool that my mom raised me with intention and love and compassion. And I want him to be proud. And I hope all vegan kids are proud of themselves because they're doing something really awesome.